Hello everyone and welcome to my bar. My name is Ansel Birch, the Indecisionist, and I will be your dungeon barkeep today. Normally on this channel, I make cocktails using a roll of a dice and the bravery to drink whatever comes up. Today we're doing something special. A house special. A dragon with a Santa hat on. DMs around the world rejoice because we finally have a shot to celebrate the strange compulsion we have to make a special themed holiday game at this time of year. Prepare yourselves for a dragon with a Santa hat on. This one's pretty simple. We're going to need 3 main ingredients and 2 garnishes. Ingredient 1, lime juice. Ingredient 2, cinnamon simple syrup. Ingredient 3, chili infused whiskey. This is a chili pineapple whiskey specifically, but any spicy whiskey is going to do the job here. If you haven't got that, you might want to substitute regular simple syrup and make this Fireball or a similar cinnamon whiskey. Finally, you're going to need whipped cream and a cherry for garnish. Start with a fresh lime. Roll it to make sure that you get all the juice. Or loosen up the juice, I suppose. Cut it in half. Now we want about half an ounce here, which if your limes are anything like mine is going to be about 1/2 of the lime. Feel free to measure if you're into that sort of thing. I like to squeeze my limes by hand. If you've watched the channel, you know that by now. Why do I like to squeeze my limes by hand? Well, I don't have a lime squeezer, a citrus squeezer, but also it expresses a lot more of the oil into the tin, and it's also kind of fun. Plus you get a festive hat afterward. Half an ounce of lime juice. Add 1 ounce chili whiskey. And a 1/2 ounce cinnamon infused simple syrup. Add a few D6 cold damage. And shake. Strain into a shot glass. It develops a beautiful head on its own, but we're going to make that better with some whipped cream. This is going to be the Santa hat that we spoke of in the title. Stylish and messy. Finally, we're going to garnish this with a single cherry. This is a whiskey cherry. You could use a maraschino cherry. It doesn't make much difference. This is purely for presentation and should be removed before the shot is consumed. So, plop that on top, and there you have a dragon with a Santa hat on. If you want to get real fancy, you can add food coloring to the whipped cream in order to make it a more convincing Santa hat. I found that to be incredibly tedious. Now, to drink it. I'm going to start by removing the cherry. And then endangering our facial hair. Let's see if I can manage this. All right. Wow. Well, I did that kind of like Cookie Monster. Oh. It's delicious. Now, if you're smarter than me, and I hope you are, you're going to use 1 ounce shot glasses instead of the 2 ounce shot glasses that I use. Those 1 ounce shot glasses are going to be much easier to get the drink out of. It's going to hold less, so you have an easier time shooting it. Lots of benefits to using a standard shot glass as opposed to the behemoth shot glasses that I have at my place. But all that being said, I managed to drink about half of it, so I think it's equal. Yeah. This cocktail is delicious. The sweetness of the whipped cream balances out the spiciness of the chili-infused whiskey. The whiskey is also balanced by the lime juice and the simple syrup, and the cinnamon is all there to marry everything together. It's a surprisingly balanced beverage, and I really, really cannot recommend it enough. It's super good. Now, the Dragon, of course, is a perfectly good shot. I would highly recommend it on its own, honestly. I think it's really good. The chili whiskey, the cinnamon, simple syrup, and the lime balance each other out nicely and create a really good shot. I don't normally go in for shots much, but this is something that I think makes sense. Adding the Santa hat on top, of course, gives you that holiday flair that is completely unnecessary and maybe a little ill-advised, but you did it, you put through the effort, and that is going to get you the rewards. And honestly, if that's not what we got into adventuring for, I don't know what is. This shot is going to be perfect for those holiday games we talked about before. Whether you're doing a spin on the Grinch, taking on Santa and all of his elf horde, or finding another way to celebrate the holidays through your favorite hobby. This was the Dragon with a Santa hat on top, and I hope you have a great rest of your holiday season and a wonderful beginning to the winter. I'm going to be here continuing to make more cocktails randomized on Wednesdays and some specials on the weekends as well. Stay tuned because I'm releasing 3 different videos this week. And if you'd like to make sure that you catch them all, you can subscribe clicking this button right here, or this video, which YouTube thinks you're going to like. Looks pretty good, go for it. Subscribing helps the channel out a lot, and once I get to 500 subscribers, I'm going to add Malort to my rail, so that's something you're certainly going to look forward to. Check out my website at indecisionist.com/dungeonbarkeep for more information, all of the ingredients for all of my cocktails, and a recipe list for all of the cocktails I've made before. Drink adventurously, friends.